So Jomtien, if you want something a little bit quieter and affordable, this might be an option. So let's go upstairs and look at the room. Hey folks, and welcome to Jomtien. That's right, we're in Jomtien today. At least we're going to start here. I'll tell you what we're doing here in a minute, because I got several new things to show you today. A couple weeks ago I was out, and I'm still trying to handle some of the backlog that I've had before my trip. But we're gonna start here today. We're also gonna take a trip to the Honda dealership, and there's a brand new location for one of my favorite eateries in central Pattaya. But anyway, let's jump into it and start right here. So we've looked at some the apartment option before, and in Pattaya, and some people said, hey, what about Jomtien? Is it cheaper? I like Jomtien for whatever reason. So today we'll look at one. I have a friend here that's been getting a room ready. She just got several. She just kind of remodeled one, and I've been waiting for her to do that, and we'll go through. Is it cheaper? I don't, maybe. Probably if you look at it per, if you look at it per square meter, probably, definitely. But overall, as a monthly cost, no. It's hard to get too much below the 5,000 baht threshold. But I'll show you all the benefits, and it's a great location here in Jomtien. It's right across the street from where I am. I'll explain the whole thing to you. So let's go look. I think her name's Gina. We'll go meet Gina. So yeah, we'll meet Gina in a minute. She told me that this was soy 12, but upon arrival, it isn't really soy 12. I'll show you. Maybe it is, but I'll show you on the map, because we're in Jomtien. I'll show you where in the world we are here. But I'll show you here, right over here is soy 12. We're on the next one over, which doesn't really have a name. So I don't know what to call it, but I'll show you how to identify it right there on Beach Road. They've got this big sign up there, Sarita Chalet and Spa. So anyway, that's where it is. Gina.
Jomtien, Gina, okay.
Jomtien or Gina?
Gina, Jomtien.
Okay, we're gonna look at some rooms. We're on soy 12 in Jomtien, and it's a very quiet soy, basically a residential. There's guest houses all up and down here, but I'm gonna show you one. This lady's been working to get them ready, and it's a good deal. And I'll show you how close the beach is. It's like less than a minute's walk away. So Jomtien, if you want something a little bit quieter and affordable, this might be an option. So let's go upstairs and look at the room.
The room, small room, but now have rain have compound here.
So we're on the 4th floor. The 3rd floor is rented. So.
No compound.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll let her get some lights on in here. Meanwhile, we'll go out back. This looks like where the balcony is. This kind of mimics, this is like an older Thai style. It mimics a lot of houses. A lot of Thai houses will have the kitchen kind of on a back deck or something. And I realize this is a condo, but it's the same kind of circumstance where if you're going to do any cooking, that's where it would be. That's where the kitchen sink is. We'll talk more about that in a minute. But there she goes. She got the lights on now. Wow, this is a big place. I'm kind of taken back with the size. And wow, shame that's not a balcony. That would be a great big, huge balcony there. But it's just a great big window.
Tell you what, the biggest, probably the biggest room I've seen for 5,000 a month. I mean, Hapan. 5,000 baht. So right at about 150 US dollars. It's got to have a 10, 11 foot ceiling in here, air conditioned. It's huge. I bet it's close to 50 square meters. The balcony's in the back. You just got a big picture window up front. But a sofa, 2 beds, if you need 2 beds. Fridge. Basic. No, I don't see a TV or anything, but that's something you have to handle yourself. 1 เดือนไฟเท่าไหร่ครับ
น้ำไฟหลวงค่ะ ของทางราชการเลย5 บาท
5 baht.
5 บาท
Wow, that's really cheap for a guest house like this. 5 baht per unit. That's what I pay. I mean, that's just a small fraction above government rate.
28 บาท
And water's 28 baht. That's also very cheap. Your utilities are about as low as you're gonna get. Yeah, I think at least got to be like 46, 48 square meter in here. Got to be. Counting the balcony in the back. Remember, your balcony is always inclusive of your square footage or square meterage as well. So very dirt cheap utilities, big room, quiet street close to the beach. That's an option. But like I said, they're all up and along the soy. This is a very good soy for that. But to find a lady, a good landlord, that's not gouging you, and it'll take care of you. That's part of the battle as well. So I think we did that. So it's not often in this price range you find a kitchen, and I don't know if I'd call this a kitchen, but there's a cabinet, there's a sink, there's an area placed on the counter to put a cooker. So it's about the closest thing to a kitchen you're gonna find. Generally in that under 5,000 baht price range, you just don't get a kitchen, you get a room. But you get a little bit of a kitchen here, dishes, cabinets, sink, and you put a cooker or something like that on the balcony outside, which is under roof. Closed drying rack, and that's where your air conditioning unit is. Not a huge balcony, but nice to have, really nice to have. On the second floor, about 3 of these guest houses are connected through. That's really neat, because really they're just skinny, one width wide units. But on the second floor, they've cut it through, so the 3 in a row, bam, bam, bam. You can go in and out that way. We're actually coming out a different door than we went in. Whew. And there's a little convenience store here. I think the lady that owns that one, has the convenience store. Just little items, like a 7-Eleven, but not as much as a 7-Eleven. And you got a water machine. And other little shops along here, but there's not a whole lot, because it is a residential block. It's not a retail or entertainment block or soy. It's just basically residential. So there's a coin-operated laundry right next door, convenience store, beach, everything you need. Not too many restaurants, but just in walking distance, right down the street, literally the next soy down, I think it's called Soy Welcome or something like that, but full of restaurants, just full of restaurants and some entertainment and things like that. So you could probably stay here for a month without even having a scooter, just walk to everything. Plenty of places to eat, buy stuff, shops. So that's that.
So yeah, I guess I would say that this is geared for a short-term visitor, maybe somebody coming 1 to 3 months that really, really wants to be close by the beach and maybe doesn't want to hassle with transportation, motorbikes, cars, etc., and live in one of the other. So many Jomtien condos are on the other side of 2nd Road. Now, I should mention, right here on Beach Road, you can see right here, there's 1, there's 2. You can get a baht bus right here on Beach Road, and it will take you all the way into Central Pattaya, beyond, even beyond Naklu, etc. So, let's go get something to eat.
So a couple months ago, we went to the Burrito House, 3Bs, out of South Pattaya, Soy Kopai, and we had a good meal, and I showed you, because I was doing some ethnic foods. But they've opened up a second one now. We're right here on a small soy, Bongkot 1. Soy Bongkot 1, which runs between 3rd Road and the main Soy Bongkok.
Nope, sorry. Soy Bongkok 3. I'm doing well today on directions, but I'll show you right where we are here. So on the other side of 3rd Road, Soy Bongkok. Now there it goes, Bongkok 3. And that will go all the way down. There's 3rd Road, and well, right there, it's the world famous Buffalo Bar. So that gives you a point of reference.
I think this one's even nicer than the other one. So I ordered something different coming here today that I've never had here before. Because I order most of the time, I don't come into the restaurant, I just order online for delivery. And I got the breakfast burrito. One of the big breakfast, he's got a couple of them, but I'll show you what it looks like. and it's loaded. It's loaded. It comes wrapped in a tin foil. I had to lift it up to get the tin foil off. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's solid. So we'll take a look. But I think 2 locations is better than 1. This one's actually more convenient for me where I live, much more convenient. And it might be for you too. But at any rate, they got a nice patio area. I'll show you around. We'll get a quick meal here, and then we're off to the next thing.
So here we go. It's coming right now. Now, I got the medium size, the middle breakfast burrito. They have one with 2 eggs, 4 eggs, and 6 eggs. So I believe mine's a 4-egg burrito. Also got some chips there and some fresh pico de gallo on the side. But I'll get this all unwrapped for you and show you what we're dealing with. But always a good meal here. Usually I go for delivery, but today I decided to go dine in. So last stop for the day finds us at the Honda dealership. Now, I know I talked about this and promised you guys, probably 2 months ago, that we would look at the new PCX 160. That is one of the most popular, I guess, medium to large size scooters here, especially for the expat population. The Thais love them as well, but I mean, this one is probably their flagship. I like to call this their flagship, even though the Forza is bigger. But this is a brand new model for this year, the 160, up from 150 cc's the years before. And the most important thing that I was interested in was the hybrid version. Now, I've had some time to research this, look at them, ride them, and the hybrid version right now, I don't know that it's really ready. The batteries are going to be very expensive. The maintenance and upkeep, the service is going to be expensive, and I don't know that it being that it's so new, I would maybe want that fleshed out a little bit. So I'm going to steer away from that for the time being. But the new 160, there's 2 other models, just the regular base one, and then there's an ABS model, which is what this one is, because you can tell by the color, the brown there that you see, the 2-tone brown, that comes in the ABS model, which is very attractive. I know somebody who bought one of these, and they bought one of each. They bought an ABS and a standard, and I believe a couple of days later they returned the ABS model because it wasn't, just didn't feel as good as the standard one. So that's the one I would recommend, just getting the standard one. I think this one has a couple extra little bits and bobs bolted onto it, but yeah, that's a button that opens that, so that's your fuel in there. But nice machine, the 160 engine, smooth as silk. A very nice ride around town. The price may be up marginally, but I think it's a good value for what you get. But the hybrid, I don't know, a lot more expensive. And I think the other thing is the return on that investment to get the extra the extra money you have to spend to buy it, to get that back in a savings of fuel, I think would take you forever. You'd probably have to put 300,000 kilometers on it or something. So I'm just steering away from that for right now. We'll see how that fleshes out, and maybe later it'll be a viable option. We'll take a look at the Forza 350. That's another popular one. Kind of the same Forza from last year, just a bigger motor. So what's not to like there? I know a couple people may be thinking about upgrading to this guy, so I think probably a fine choice. A lot more power, I believe, in the 350. So there's that. So there you go. I feel all caught up now. Everything I've had pending on the hard drive for the last several weeks is all taken care of. So I guess now I can start something new tomorrow. I'm excited about that, and I have just the thing, I think. But in the meantime, if anybody wants to contact Gina about her apartment, she runs it. She doesn't have like a Facebook page for the property. I think she runs it out of her primary Facebook page, and that's the only way I know to get a hold of her. So either stop by and see her in person, or if you want to contact her on Facebook, send me a message. Link will be in the description, and put your details in there. I will send them over to Gina, and she will contact you. So there's that. But yeah, it feels really good to be caught up. There is a new project that I'll be starting tomorrow that's been on my mind for a long while, so I'm excited about getting that going. I hope you enjoyed the episode today, but I'm going to go ahead and leave this one off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.